Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the 5D News Show. I'm Julie from Maison Jupiter, and I'm here with the amazing, the one and only Sophie, my sister. How are you?
Hi, I'm really good. Happy to be here as usual. I really love this show, and I cannot say thank you enough to everybody that is also loving this and also sharing those videos. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have no words how to describe how amazing your positive responses to this show, and we really intend on raising the vibration, the frequency, doing our part in our mission, which a big part of our mission is to spread wisdom and information. So thank you, thank you, thank you for the positive response that you've given us and all the support. So yeah, October 17, what a crazy time to be alive, because we're having at the same time on October 17, the full moon in the sign of Aries, which is a grand square, including Mars and Pluto. So, yeah, no need to say that it's a very intense one. I believe that lots will be going on, if not now, in the coming days. So just be mindful of not maybe reacting so much of what's going on the outside. And I think the best guidance I could give is to use whatever attention or fuel you're being gifted with, to use it to push forward with your own projects, what inspires you to create some positive change in your life and people's lives. So this can be a really great fuel for change. Mm-hmm. But I think if we resist, if we use it to react to whatever is going on the outside, it could really lower down our frequency. So this is just what I had to say with the full moon in Aries. We are filming this one a little bit in advance because Sophie is going to travel on this date. So we'll cover whatever is going on around this crazy full moon in the next one. And we have great topics tonight. So stay tuned as usual. And of course, if you do enjoy this show, please send us some love in the form of likes and subscribes. I forgot to put my little slideshow here. Here we are on our YouTube channel. So we are simulcasting here and also on our Rumble channel. So thank you so much again for being here. To make sure you are subscribed to both channels, and make sure to send some videos that you think could help awaken some people, or just send some valuable information to people you love. All right, so our first topic, Sophie, for today's show will be nutrition and consumption. And there was something breaking recently about fluoride, which a lot of people know in this community that it's not great. Let's just put it like that. And we were discussing that before the show, Sophie and I, and we're not completely sure, but we think that the majority of the US states have fluoride in their drinking water, in the running water system. I think in Quebec, where we are in our province in Canada, I don't think we have it, but I think in some major cities there is still fluoride in the running water, apparently for dental health reasons, which is kind of interesting as a reason. So now CNN says fluoride in drinking water poses enough risk to merit new EPA action, judges say. Interesting. Mm-hmm. And another one from CNN Health says fluoride in water prevents some cavities, but concern about health risks raises questions about the trade-offs. So all of a sudden they're like, maybe this is not so great. And one cavity is, apparently from the narrative, one cavity might not be worth sacrificing the rest of the health. So in the article, they talk about how fluoride in the water might be contributing to lower IQ levels in children. So that will be my first question for you, Sophie, in the card. Is fluoride in the water contributing to lower IQ levels in children?
So it says that the fluoride has been there for a long time and it hasn't changed, but there is so much chemicals and everywhere else. So this is the card of I'll never let you go. Keep trying. And this is the teamwork. So a lot of companies are putting different chemicals that the interaction for the kids, we do see it at home that kids are reacting differently. So instead of changing the whole chemical industry of food and drinks and everything, they're just putting the blame on the water because the water is free. So I think that's why they're putting the blame on this. And yes, it does something, absolutely. But I think that the whole consensus right now is, okay, people are aware that there is something going on. Let's just blame the water and continue with the things that we can actually sell and continue to have profit. It's so bad anyway that it's going to be doing what we aim for. Is it affecting the IQ? You know, the main effect of the fluoride is not the IQ. That's the fertility.
Ah, interesting.
So we have the Empress, the Emperor, and the Ace of Wands reversed. So this is fertility.
Ha ha ha. Okay, and is fluoride really helping with dental health, or is this a myth?
And by the way, before I do this, it's also saying that because of the infertilities and the problem with pregnancies, there is deformities and there is problems more and more with the children. So there is way more. Okay, so let's go with the next question.
So is it really helping with dental health, or is this a myth?
Oh, it's an old myth. This is old myth. This is a card of connection, and we have the door is closed, basically. This has been proven wrong so many times in the past that this is not even a question. Let's just take some more cards. Yeah, it has been proven wrong so many times. There is no doubt that it's not helping with cavities.
Okay. And is it worth investing in a good water filter?
It's a tough question. It will depend on.
Okay, can the bad effects be reversed if we use a good water filter with the fluoride to filter out the fluoride?
Absolutely, but it asks of you also to change the water and what you eat. So because I'm assuming that the water is being used also on the plants and everything, and the chemicals are in the food as well. So this is more organic,
Okay.
as well as the water that you take in. It says that you're going to be more focused. You're going to be able to connect with more people and just to have a better outlook in life. You're going to also have a lot more of stability, grounding, and this is very interesting. It says that your mood swings are going to be really controlled.
So basically, it really affects the hormones because you're talking about fertility, you're talking about mood swings. So it really affects our hormonal level, which makes sense. I'm not even going to ask the question, but I'm guessing we should definitely not use toothpaste with fluoride. let's just say this seems to be
It seems to be worse.
to use without?
To use the toothpaste than drinking water with fluoride.
Because there's like a higher quantity of it.
It's really directly on your gums and everything and in your mouth. So it's affecting your leadership. It's affecting your energy in general. It affects a lot.
Okay, so first thing before even the water filter would be to change your toothpaste to a non-fluoride toothpaste, which is something that I did a long time ago. And I'm guessing a lot of people from this community will know already about this, but in case it's new information to you, here it is. Thank you, Sophie. Wow. Okay. And last question about fluoride. Will it be removed from the running water in Canada and US?
Do we see running water or tap water? Depending on the place.
Tap water.
Would it be
drinking water system?
Okay.
Would it be removed from our drinking water?
No. No. The voice are being silenced by the bigger companies.
So we have to take action individually.
We have to really it's something that has been proven that the only thing working here and all the topics that we are looking into is that they lose control against a group of us. The bigger companies lose control when we are asking for answers. So coming together and saying we want to have better things, and this is working out. Your voice is going to be heard when it's a group. I think.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, let's say you live in a state or a city that has fluoride in the water. You could get with fellow citizens and sign a petition and go to your whatever authority that deals with the water there.
Yeah,
and exactly. It could make a difference.
It is making a difference. Absolutely. And that's the only way to do it, in fact, to ask about what is inside of the water and to not let go of this.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you. That's very, very helpful, I'm sure, for a lot of us. And last question on this topic of nutrition consumption, lion's mane. So does lion's mane mushroom stimulate the brain to heal and repair?
It seems to detox.
Okay, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
We like
that. It seems that it's detoxing more than it is actually repairing stuff. So the effect is seen by removing the bad stuff. It says going my own way. It says also clarity. We have inspiration and getting out of this fight or flight survival instinct. So that can affect also the vagal nerve, that can affect also vagal nerve or nervous system overall. It helps a lot.
Okay, so not necessarily what we thought, but still very, very good. Okay, I think someone mentioned it the other day in the chat of one of our shows, and I can't remember what we were talking about. But okay, so lion's mane mushroom really works, but more for detox.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's just not what I had in mind at first, and it's but I think that does what is needed right now. If we literally live in a world where we don't have chemicals, maybe this won't be the thing.
And you know what? It's so funny because I was talking with my Spanish teacher the other day, and she was talking all about like what we can eat, like natural and all the, let's say, natural products that have like so many great benefits for the body. And I said, yeah, it's all amazing, but if you don't start by detoxifying your body, you're not going to even be able to absorb, like, say, organic food, like all the nutrients. all the great vitamins that your nutrition can provide. So it's all about, first of all, and also it's happening in the world, like the toxicity of our world has to go out before we're able to infuse all the light and all the new vibrations. So it kind of makes sense. Okay, next subject, we're going to talk about guides and soulmates. Okay, first of all, guides, and I have this very angelic lighting at the same time, so it's very funny. It's that time where like the sun passes by my window, which is up there.
Yeah, don't try to pretend like you're not a guide or an
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't tell you guys, but yeah, sometimes I try to hide my angel wings. Very funny. Does everybody have the same number of guides watching over them? Do we all have the same number of guides?
Okay, let's see. It says no, but the reason why is very interesting.
Okay.
All of my cards, I'm going to just show you a few because I have like 20 in front of me, but like we have Don't Be Cruel, which is toxicity, quarrel, and cruel. We have fighting. We do have, it's just all of that kind of negative stuff. We have fever with the heart here, the Three of Swords. We have pushover with being left behind. So it says no, but you have the guys that are specialized in what you need for each different incarnations. So the number is not showing up as something that is important at all. You do have guys that are going to help you with your incarnation challenges. You do have guides that you can add on as you go on, but you need to really be mindful about who you're trusting as guides when you're communicating with the other side. You need to ask if they are sacred and divine. You do have people that are in your family that when they die, they can be part of your soul tribe as well. So there is different numbers for people, and depending if you're doing a good job or not, they can also fight on you're not giving the best advice, you're giving the right advice. So that's why really make sure that you have the best guides possible.
What do you mean with that? Like they fight in between them? Or
let's say you are starting to do mediumship, or you're starting to do pendulum, or anything that you're communicating with the other side, if you're not mindful of asking their vibration and a proof of it, because it cannot lie. So if you're asking, are you truly divine and sacred? And they say yes right away without any hesitation, you're good. If not, you have to let go. And some people who doesn't do this, who have guides that are not really who they truly pretend they are, this is going to create conflict within your guides, because you're going to have sacred and really good guides that really want your best, and others that want to create chaos in your life.
So let's say you're channeling in some kind of way, you're reading the cards or asking for guidance for a specific question in your life. You might have like, how do we say that? Like different advice. And you're, because not all the guys are divine and sacred. So
you can think you're talking with an angel or with somebody really high up in biblical or anything, and in fact you're maybe channeling with your crystals or with the pendulum something else. You really need to be aware to ask what they are and what frequency they are coming from, so your answers that you're getting are also good, and what experiences you have in life is going to be also aligned with your best lessons in this life.
Okay. And do the number of guides that we have a relationship with the amplitude of the mission that we're here to do?
It says it depends on many different factors. So it depends on what you wanted when you planned for this life, and on what you are doing, so you can still call new guides at every time. Yeah, it says yes. Always use your voice, and you can add on more. So the guides cannot. They're just confirming as I'm going along with this sentence. The guides cannot give you if you're not asking for it. So this is the law of the universe. You need to ask them very precisely of what you're wanting them to do.
Okay. Thank you. And then moving on to the subject of soulmates. And we're still in Libra season, so it's perfect to ask about soulmates, twin flames. So this is the next line of questioning. So do predestined soulmate always find a way to each other?
Okay. It says yes, but it says yes, but we do have, you need to go outside and meet people to be able to have them. Okay, so it says trying to get to you, but if you are alone in the wood, not seeing anybody, it's not going to be easy for them to find you. They're going to eventually, but you don't need to slow this down.
Okay.
And this is interesting. The first 3 cards that I had, I'm just going to show it to you, Julie. If you have anything that pops in. And I was the one. It says clouded judgment, old flame, and divine timing. I think it just means that you don't have any control on when. You don't have any control on your destiny once you have set it and you are in incarnation. The only thing you have control on is you can reject them when they're showing up, and you can show up outside to create more occasion to have this meeting.
Yeah, I have something that popped up. It seemed, can you show the cards again?
Which one?
The 3 that you just showed with the victim and
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It seems to have to do with, let's say, karmic, especially, well, we all have karma with soulmates, but I mean, let's say a soulmate that you have like a lot of karma with, and it seemed to be like also depending on the work that you do to liberate yourself in order like to have like which one will be coming into your life. Do you
yeah, I saw that too, but the next card saying yes. I think there's you need to do the work, but they're going to find you anyway. You're not maybe going to see them or feel like you can be in a relationship with them, or the relationship may not work because you're not doing enough work on yourself.
Yeah. Or unless you're behind a rock in the forest. You hide. Unless you hide from civilization, that will be really hard for them to find you.
They will be able to. They will knock on your door because their car just broke in front of your house, or there would be something, but it's just going to take more time. You can overlook them. You're not being ready for that kind of partnership. You're saying no to them. There's a lot happening.
Okay. Do we all have predestined love matches? Do all of us have predestined love matches?
So we do have love interests, all of us. We do not have the same quality of it, everybody.
What do you mean?
To explain that. Okay, let me just check with the second row to just find better words to explain what I'm seeing here. 5 of Swords, 9 of Cups with recognition, Knight of Cups. So 9 of Cups and Knight of Cups with outside influence and gossip. Page of Cups with unconquered, the Moon, the Sun, the Star, and the 10 of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing is that we are all going to have predestined love interests, but some is going to have the high school sweetheart that they have like and married to them for 60 years and really happy. Others it's going to just be short-lived romance. So we don't have all the same quality in that sense, where we're not going to have the same experience as finding the Prince Charming or your peach princess.
Okay.
I was referencing to Mario here.
Got it.
And not being able to stay with them for all of us because we have other things to go through. So right in the middle, we do have Unconquered, which is the Aquarius, rebel, outcast energy right there, independence. And we have Page of Cups, meaning that you can find comfort in having a child or having good friends or having soulmates as friends or pets or family, other kinds of soulmates that are going to be with you all life, but we don't have all in and this life planned for this big love.
Yeah. Get it. So not everybody chose as a soul to evolve with just one happy ever after soulmate. So for some of us, it's many because we need to evolve. It could be karmic relationship that you have to deal the karma, sort out the karma. So that makes sense. Okay, now twin flame.
And just one last thing. Also, it could be that you have to change the roles, genders with people, not just in a sense that you were male in the past life, now you're female, but also in a sense of in your life, maybe you are meeting somebody that carries the feminine energy and you have to match that or work with this. And later on, you're going to have reverse with another partner. So this is also playing a part in this.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Now let's move on to something that is really interesting, in my opinion, twin flames, because I feel like this concept is so key and pivotal to our spiritual evolution, yet it is so corrupted. There has been like so many let's say attempts to, what's the word, to remove like how legitimate it truly is, the concept of twin flames. So and also we will ask the cards about what's a twin flames, but let's start with, are twin flames real? Oh, you have a mysterious face.
I'm getting a really weird answer here that I will look with the second row. I want to make sure of what I'm seeing here, but let me just show it to you so far what we have. We have the card of offer, which means normally a yes, but we need to look at the rest. Now we have abandon. So it makes me think about, you know, how we are being presented with that idea of twin flame comes with a runner and a chaser. When we offer the love, first card, we have the other person running away out of fear. So this is fear. We have moving on and nomad. So again, not really the best. And then we have purging and rejection. So
okay,
it seems to be the process of twin flame that is really showing up. And before the card of purge, we have this blossoming of I need to do the work. So
could it be that we're not yet sufficiently evolved to be able to bring the concept of twin flames down into this level of materiality?
I think you're right. I think we're not mastering this powerful connection at all right now. And we're also mixing what it is with a lot of other concepts.
Yeah.
This fog of it's my perfect person and I cannot let him go.
It seems like from the cards you're getting, it seems very karmic and toxic, which is not necessarily the highest expression of.
You say that, but I don't see it in a sense, because underneath the card of blossoming, I have the card of gestation. So I really have this rejection as do the work for yourself. So I
And then
think
we'll meet again in 5 lifetimes.
yeah, or not.
Or not.
But that's probably the idea of you're focusing too much on love and redirecting your energy towards yourself.
Mm,
And that idea that you have this perfect partner, in a sense, in mind
yeah.
is going to prevent you from going in other relationship for a moment and do the work.
Oh, yeah. Amen. I feel like a big part of what everybody is after is to feel whole within themselves, and that's oftentimes being portrayed as running after your other half, like your twin flame. So a lot of people are using this as to they feel empty, or they feel this void inside of them, and they're trying to feel complete. But in truth, like you can only feel complete with yourself, with the spiritual work that you do, to your connection with source, your connection to the divine. So it's not going to happen by meeting someone else outside of you, right? So this, I think this process completes meeting someone as a sacred partner and being in a sacred union after you feel whole. Well, this is my personal opinion, but I think like a lot of people are pursuing that concept because they think that it's going to make them really fulfilled, which in reality, they're looking for spirituality, right?
I really feel that I'm going to say something that is not the mainstream idea of it, or even mine before I pull the cards. But it seems that the perfect partner you were talking about after doing the work is a soulmate. You're just
Mm.
ready because you went through, for some of us, by yourself or with the help of a twin flame, on focusing on yourself. The twin flame is
Ah,
a part of you, so it's the same soul. That's the idea that we have, is that it's the same soul. So maybe you have a plan. I'm going to block you to go chasing other people for a long period of time sometimes, and you're going to focus on yourself and then be ready to be in union with a soulmate where you don't have bad karma with.
okay. Okay, so let's ask if, let's say we take the people that are going to be watching this video. So people from this community. Are there people in this community who have met their twin flame or will meet their twin flame in this lifetime?
It says yes, but again, they're not in union with them.
Okay, it's like a trigger for evolution.
It's a trigger for evolution. It's like, stop what you're doing, you're on the wrong path, and I'm here to redirect you.
Okay. So yeah, it changes what we, well, personally, what I thought was twin flame. So it seems to be, and we were talking about that in another show, and someone wrote in the comment a catalyst flame, which I thought was a great way to describe a twin flame.
Yeah.
So okay, so it's not necessarily to be in union, well, because we're not ready, obviously, but it's to push you to do the work.
Yeah, sometimes you can be in union with them for a short time or a longer time. I think it's the meaning of this, and I'm going to take one card about this, but I think that's about illusion. Yeah, it's just so your soul is creating enough of a connection with them to be stuck with them for X amount of time, the time that you need to do your own work.
Okay. Do we all have twin flames?
Ooh, good question.
Do all of us have twin flames?
No. Well, not on Earth, not incarnated.
Okay, but let's say outside of, in any dimension, materiality, density, do we all have twin flames? In the whole big wide universe or multiverses?
It doesn't seem to want to answer. And I think that's because we should ask the question of, is it a part of your same soul? Because a twin flame in that case would mean, is your soul splitting in multiple incarnation at the same time?
Mm-hmm. My mind is getting like, woo.
So can I ask the question of, is a twin flame the same souls? So is it
Yeah.
okay? Split in two. So we have the lucky card, we have a conclusion, we have fresh start, 5D, and miracles. So far, it's a big soul connection that we see here. It's apparently way more complex than this.
Yeah,
I think there's multiple kinds of twin flames.
yeah, and honestly, I don't think there's only one twin flames, and even if like it's a fragment of, let's say, of the source of the divine, the concept of twin flame does not even make sense, because to me at least, it's
Mhm.
because we have multiple facets of a soul. So
Mhm.
okay, it seems to be more complicated. So maybe our definition of twin flames has to be a little bit tweaked.
Yes.
Okay, love it. Well, at least the cards are saying not to focus too much on this, because it is a catalyst for evolution.
Mhm.
And you need to focus on yourself and your own self growth, and not on finding this other half outside of you. Okay, love it. So, talking about that, we just launched a new course on the Academy, which is fantastic, by the lovely Solreta. It is how to read auras. So I think this is really connected with the topic of soulmates and twin flames, because if you're able to read people's auras, then you're able to discern a lot better, like who's for you, who can bring like this type of energy that you're looking for, vibration. And I think it helps to read people a lot more effectively, so you don't fall in, let's say, the big karmic um, attraction that you feel for someone, so you can really read carefully with the frequency. So this course is original content for Solreta. It comes with downloadable content, meditation, so you can train yourself to read auras. So we have a special launch discount right now. So the link will be down here in the description box if you're interested. It's on the Maison Jupiter Academy. And of course, it is one way to help support the channel. So thank you so much, everybody. And of course, if you are interested in that, I think it could bring a lot of value to our community. So, and of course, if you like the show so far, don't forget to send us some love, send us a like, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And we will be moving on with our next category.
Well, right now your aura, Julie, you have a rainbow in a corner. So I
I,
mean,
I guess Sol would say that I have a pretty good one right now.
yeah.
Good, good. Yeah, I saw that. That's so cool. Okay. Yes, politics and finances, because how can we avoid that? Okay, so first of all, will the war in the Middle East end in the coming months? Will we see the end of the war? Let's say Palestine, Israel. Will we see the end of this war?
And of course, we have the war card coming
Okay.
up. It's so deep. It's way deeper than we're never going to know really what is starting this whole thing. And it's stuck on a loop of, you did
Mhm.
this, so I'm doing this, you did this, so I'm doing this. Now they both feel that it's a survival thing. They both feel like both sides are feeling that they have to protect somehow, that they have, it's like for an eye for an eye. It's really not good as right now. And in the coming months, it seems like it's stuck in this. Let's see. They're not stopping.
Okay.
Um, I think there's something happening with this that is hidden, that is even worse than this. It looks like there is a lot of experimentation on the population happening with shortage. I cannot speak. Shortage of food. Do you see here?
Shortage, yeah.
And just total chaos, and experimentation is being done. So it serves something greater in their point of view on both sides. So one is absolutely worse than the other, of course. But what we have there is something that is about privacy of the people that is being invaded, and this is a test.
Okay, they are okay, a testing sort of population.
Yes.
Okay, does this involve aliens at the top of this agenda?
I'm not ruling out this, but the main thing that is behind this is health experimentations.
Okay.
Behind the scene, what we have is this card. And it's just this is behind the scene, this high priestess. We do have the card of the star that would be associated with off-worlders, but even this card is the army. So,
so maybe more local people.
Yeah, it can also be. I saw this also as the people ruling this are wanting to make their mark and prove to be worthy of something bigger in their eyes of off-worlders. But it's really more health oriented and experimentation.
Okay. When will this end? Can we ask the cards?
Something has to be said publicly about
the experimentation?
No, about it needs to be one side saying I'm giving up, and in a way that is enough humiliation that the other side is winning a lot of advantage.
Okay.
And again, in every question that you're asking, I'm getting that woman.
Okay, so it's really linked to this, let's say, dark web that is put upon the earth right now.
Yes.
So when this lifts, this also lifts.
Yes. So last card about this, it's just a reminder that this is really about health.
Okay. Silver. Will silver play a role in the liberation of humanity to help us transition into a better financial system?
So the card flip, it is the card of pause. So in between two systems.
Okay.
We have the tower. We have, silver is going to be there to help when the system is going down.
So it's a transition.
It's more of a transition. Yes. It's going to help to keep more of a peace and calm in between two systems.
That makes a lot of sense.
And it's going to provide also what people need as resources to help others in this crisis, in the between.
Okay, to be able to help your neighbor, your family, all of that.
Yeah.
And what about gold? Will gold play a role in the liberation of humanity from a corrupted financial system?
which is weird, is that I have cards over card that are saying that there is 2 paths with the gold. So
Okay.
this card is making me feel like we see the gold as something that has a lot of value for a long time. So it's not going to lose the significance of it. So when the system is going down, the gold is going to be a safe place to go. But what I have is, let me just show you, we have the price is going to go up. But then we have a crossroads. We have the scale, which is 2 part of the scale. And we have compromise that can go also 2 ways. So those are the 3 cards that are splitting in 2 ways. So let's see what this is about.
Do you think there is a possibility that silver and gold will have a similar value because we saw the scale? So a reevaluation of the value?
I think yes, because of this card coming up again, as it's going to make some proof in a sense. It's going to it's going to be put on a map. That's what we have right there, being put on the map. The silver. And the gold is already having this status of safety. Yeah. So let me just show you another card that you're going to see. They are going to be hand to hand in the next world and saying, this is what is making sense for us. And yeah, it's really good. Yeah, again, when I split the 2.
Wow. Hey, wow. How can we have like proofs after proofs that we're on the right path? Okay. Amazing. And when can we see a significant rise in the value of silver?
This is the card of no return. I use this for no return.
Okay.
The money.
Okay.
And freedom. Okay. So when this system is going to be out, the gold and the silver are going to go up. And it's going to go really, really fast. We have come and get it, and we have ball of fire. So this is the 8 of Wands energy of really, really fast. People are even aggressive to get those.
People, you mean?
Everybody are trying to get their hand on silver and gold.
Even if the price is high?
Yes, because that's the commodity. That's what is in between.
That's the new currency.
Yeah, for a moment at least, yes.
Huh. Well, hold on to your silver, people. I guess.
At least so, yeah.
To be a little more patient, but still the value went up, but not as drastically as we expected, I guess. Okay, maybe one last one in this department of finances. Is Bitcoin linked to the creation of the new earth?
Suspicion is the first card. The devil is the second.
Okay, I guess it's
frozen in time. I would say no. Yeah. Okay. So suspicion. This is my card of the devil in my oracle deck of Elvis. Yeah. And frozen in time with the winter. I would say no.
A lot of people were suspecting with the card suspicion that a lot of, let's say, dark interests were invested in Bitcoin. So it does really make sense. Can we ask what's coming up for Bitcoin for the rest of 2024?
It says no return. Contemplation. We need more proof. Clouded judgment. Revenge out of the past. It's not going good. It's going down, I think. Not drastically and not permanently, but we do have no return.
It says no return, yeah.
Yeah, it's going down. Yeah, it's going down. It says it's a currency of the past.
Okay. Well, I did see, and you did see in your cards, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, that it would had like a really high peak, and then that would be the time to sell. And then after that, we did see that, both of us not doing like the same readings.
I don't remember that at all, but okay.
I figured. Okay, last one, last one in the cryptocurrency section. What about Ethereum? Is Ethereum linked to the creation of the new Earth?
This card just flew out of the deck, and we have settling. We have slow down, observing, and guides, and forgiving. That sounds good. Is Ethereum linked with the new world? Page of Cups, Five of Pentacles, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Six of Pentacles. It helps. It's just not the leading force.
Okay, but it's not bad. So
it's not bad.
Okay. Okay, I love that. Thank you so much. Let's switch into a little bit of weird stuff like we like. Are mermaids real?
Okay.
Yeah, we're switching.
So just to make sure, real in this 3D Earth, like
this is a good one. Okay, let's switch the question. Are there mermaids right now, currently alive on this plane right now?
Surrender, let go, suspicion. No.
No. Okay.
Were there in the past?
Yeah, were they on the Earth plane in the past?
It would crush my heart, but I will read whatever I have. Yeah. Wow, it's so interesting because it says that they were sacrificed.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't. So if you can explain, because it says they were sacrificed and there was a lot of grief because there was this whole attraction. The first card is burning love, desire. And it says you lost that loving feeling. And then we have hiring someone. And then we have grief and a whirlpool of emotion. And the last card is to withdraw from the world. I'm not showing you those just because it's not the same symbol there, but this is what I use them for. So there were, but they were affecting too much the 3D plane for some reason.
Were they affecting sailors? Were they causing like boats to drown or sailors to drown? Like I'm asking crazy questions because we never know.
I know, but I will show you the cards. You can have, with this one, I will use your head too. 6 of coins. So with this, I'm thinking it's something else than just the water. We have 9 of coins. So they were also very independent and woman. So maybe this is not what people wanted to have.
Merman. Just
lovers. We have 4 of wands. Oh, I know. It's because they could. Let me know what you think about this. It's because they could shift form and be on Earth too, just like Ariel and the Little Mermaid, and that the reproduction, having children, was not something that higher people wanted. That's how I'm reading those.
And like from the cards that you got last question and this one, it seems like they were an embodiment of like higher love or something like that. You got a lot of love cards and union and almost like twin flame 4 of wands cards. So were they, were they embodying sacred love or a higher form of love frequency?
There's a fish, right? In this on top of, oh my God. Okay, we're the embodiment of the higher. It seems like it's a yes, but it's also very passionate love.
Okay, desire, passion.
Desire, passion. We have the devil, the Queen of Wands, the star. This is probably more off-world that is like another form of human beings in a sense. Another form that we had here. They could be on Earth too, With this, I'm just wondering if this is the witches.
Okay. Well, interesting, because I've read somewhere that one of the theories is that they were created in Atlantis while they were doing lots of experimentation on DNA, like, and combining, let's say, alien DNA with human, with animals. So they were creating lots of creatures like the centaur, the mermaids, and at some point they destroyed those creation for whatever reason. So were the mermaids a creation of experimentation in Atlantis?
Yeah, we have Two of Cups, so the merging of two species. And we have the Star card. So yes, it's something out of the ordinary that they wanted to create with this merging of two. I just cannot shake the feeling that they were witches, and that's how they were killed.
Oh. So what was the danger of mermaids to the person, that the people that decided to kill them?
It's almost like I'm getting the same card as the negative blood type. It's almost like the reproduction of other species that are more having powers than the normal human, that the power wants to have enslave here.
Yeah.
So I think as when we have more power, somebody is not liking this.
They could not be tamed or enslaved. So that was a threat to the establishment.
And they were extremely fertile, and they were creating a lot of attraction with the passionate love everywhere.
Well, it's part of the myth of the mermaids and the sirens, is that they would draw the sailors in because they're so like magnetizing, divine feminine energy. So, wow.
Have you ever seen the strength like this?
No. Seems a bit sad.
Well,
it's like a broken heart that's being
we have the grief and everything. They were sacrificed, but the love was so intense and strong that they were sacrificed.
Okay. Well, that's amazing. I didn't know we were going to go there, but this is really fascinating. And I want to choose carefully my two last questions. Okay, let's switch to technology. Okay. What is the effect of electric cars on humans, on our bodies?
Electricity in the brain.
Okay.
Electricity in the whole body, vision and brain first, because the eyes are the brain. Anyway, it's the part of the brain. But yeah, it says it affects, and it says power.
The optic nerve, or
no. It's the eye and the brain is affected with electricity in it. It says it activates all of the metal you have inside of your body. And we have the card of government.
Well, okay, because I recently saw something on Instagram, and the girl, I should have saved the post, but the girl was saying that she drove an electric car for 4 years, and that she noticed that her hair was slowly, and she was young and healthy, was slowly coming off. Mm-hmm. And she noticed like also other symptoms of illnesses, very slight, but because she was driving so much, she said she would feel super tired after a long drive, and that would be only when she drove the electric car. And she started to notice like fatigue, stress, all of that. And then she switched car, and she drives a lot for her living, and then she saw all the hair coming back and all the ill effects being canceled. So I was like, okay, maybe it's not great to be sitting on a lithium battery. after all.
Yeah. And I don't know for you, but I have a weird reaction to the sound those cards are making. It's like, it's giving me like the sound of
Star Wars.
Okay.
Not the same reference here.
It's giving me the sound like nails on a board. I hate the sound. So there's something inside of me that is saying, that screams, I should say, no. My neighbor has one, and I hate the sound of it.
Okay, let us know if you have experienced it and you have
Star Wars,
let's say a personal experience on let's say hybrid or electric cars. What did you say?
Star Wars.
Huh?
Star Wars.
Towers.
Star Wars. You were referencing to Star Wars.
Yes, I thought you were going to say that, but then I remembered that you were not into Star Wars. Like, we had a lot of movies, guys, that we loved watching together when we were young. Dirty Dancing was part of it, of course. Gone with the Wind was a classic here. We had a couple of movies, Pretty Woman. We had our favorites, but Star Wars was not on your your best picks. Okay, it wasn't mine. Okay, last one. Were the pyramids designed to create energy? Okay. So it's something else. This is why I'd love to ask questions that we think we know the answer, but sometimes universe surprises us.
Yeah, I'm really surprised at this one. It says it's to push back the negative and to protect whatever is nearby and inside.
Okay, so that's crazy, because you know how they were consciously created on certain points of the grid of the Earth to activate the light grid of the Earth. So can we ask, are there, let's say, generators of energetic energy on to activate the light grid of the Earth? I don't know if I'm choosing the right words, but let's hope Spirit understands.
I still get the same message. It's really about pushing back the negative. It's protecting. So it's energy anyway. It's just not in a shape of electricity.
It's a generation of energy. It's a protection.
Yeah. King of Pentacles. It provides stability. I go with what they're giving me. It provides the tranquility. It provides the safety, and it's keeping everybody in abundance and safe.
Okay, last one. Was it to protect the Earth against nefarious aliens?
It says, yes, this is the card of you are feeling protected and there is absolutely no stress in your life.
That little porcupine is really cute. And still not in line with the question.
That's so cute.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I feel like today we uncovered a lot of mysteries thanks to you and your cards. Thank you, Sophie, for your amazing work. And I guess I didn't say it yet. So, of course, if you'd like to get the chance to ask your own personal questions to this amazing oracle, you can do it on maisonjupiter.com. So Sophie has two different choices of consultations. The first one is the 1-hour tarot reading where you can ask all of your personal questions to Sophie if you need guidance around any sphere, work, love, what else? Health, abundance, anything you'd like to know. Sophie is a great oracle. And then the second one is the 1-hour past lives reading if you'd like to maybe work on a pattern that you had. Let's say you had problem with money in past lives in this lifetime. So pick something in this lifetime that you'd like to heal with the root cause. Sophie is great at that, in looking at the past lives to resolve something. So if you'd like to book any of them, please don't forget to use Jupiter as your discount code to get 10% off your next reading. And of course, if you did enjoy the show today, please let us know in the comments down below, and make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. And also you can share this with your friends. Thank you so much, Sophie.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. See